So we'll go ahead and get into it, and we'll start off with a KOF 15 topic. So Team Garou, I hope I'm pronouncing that right because I'm not the KOF aficionado as MC Amazing and Terance Flowers. He knows more than I do, but that's not really the game I get into. But so that team is now available for KOF 15. Rock Howard, Gato, and was it B Jeanette? So
Jeanette.
Yeah, that. So starting with Mr. MC Amazing first, we'll go ahead and get your opinions on these characters, man. You're the KOF Don, so we're sure you got a lot of stuff you want to say. So go ahead, MC Amazing.
Oh, thanks a lot, Mr. Rex on Max. Today, so I think I got to play Gato a little while ago. Gato's a character who, for those of you Gato, all of these characters are characters from the Mark of the Wolves game, from Garou Mark of Wolves. And the thing that I noticed about Gato is he has that Dragon Punch kick move. That's a move that he did not have the last time I remember seeing him, which was in King of Fighters 2003. I think he might have been in the game after that, but I can't remember. But he's more like his old self back in Mark of Wolves, which is really cool because he was pretty great back then too. Bijane, she's I used her a little bit in practice mode for about 5 minutes, and she's pretty good too. I'm looking forward to delving a little bit deeper into her command list and stuff. It's been quite a while since I remember seeing her. When was the last time she was in a game?
Maybe a Maximum Impact or something.
Oh God, Maximum Impact.
I think that's maybe the last time she was in a game.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've seen her in the game, right? Because I don't think she was in King of Fighters 14. I don't think any. Anybody except for Rock was in this one, right? It was not one, yeah. So they've been strangely absent, which is weird because these are some really cool characters. And once again, we go back to the thing. It was why do you take characters out of the game in the first place? But I'm not a game developer. I don't write. I'm not a writer or anything like that. So who knows? But it's good to see them back. I didn't play Rock, but I did play against somebody. A friend of mine, one of my training partners, Riku Sharon, he plays Rock Howard, and he seems pretty good. We were in online training for a couple of hours, and Rock seems like he has some pretty good stuff. He was talking about a video. I think he's talking about Maximilian Dude playing Rock and making a lot of really crazy things happening. So he's trying to replicate some of those things during online practice, and it some of that stuff looks pretty good. That he has that one kick that is that looks like an overhead, but it's only an overhead for one. It's not an overhead if you do the normal the light move, and it's not an overhead if you do the EX version. But if you do the heavy version, it's an overhead. So because you can tell it goes a little bit further and it's a little bit slower, so you can tell that it's an overhead. But that's, I guess, for using in combos or using on people who have hard committed to crouch blocking or something like that. So that's a pretty cool move. Going back to Gato's pretty cool. He kind of, the way that he fights, I'm a kind of a noob when it comes to some of the other characters in Street Fighter. I didn't really play Guy like that, but at a glance, Gato kind of had some moves that remind me of Guy, the Bushin flip and stuff like that, and all the going into the flip and then the grabs and everything like that, and the sliding kicks and everything. So Gato is really cool actually. He's basically exactly what I wanted him to be all those years ago. It's cool. Kind of, like I said, it's kind of weird that he hasn't been in any games up till now. I'm kind of sad that we haven't seen him for a couple games, but I feel since he came back in this version, I feel it was worth it. Bijane looks good, and Rock Howard. The whole team Garou looks like a surefire winner. Looks really good. I'm glad they're in the game.
I like the new additions. I think that this is really good DLC team. If this is a sign of how things are to come, then I think KOF is going to have some very enjoyable DLC. I haven't personally played the characters, but I watched them. I watched a couple of streamers play them, and I guess I can just give my breakdown based on what I've seen. Rock, I mean, no pun intended. I mean, he looks pretty solid. He looks rock solid, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he seems like a yeah, but yeah, he seems like he's a fun character. He's not really. I don't see myself playing him. I don't know. For me, like from a visual design, and I know that some people like it, but for me, it's kind of annoying. Is that his shirt is so it's so short. I know that that's his thing. Like I guess that's always been a thing for him, but the fact that he just has this little short shirt where anytime he like raises his arms, like goes up to like the middle of his stomach and whatnot, it's not my thing. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lecture people about fashion choices, but for a Bijane, I think she looks pretty cool. Out of all the characters, I think she's the one that I want to try. You know, for me, I'm always team waifu, so I'll play characters like that. But no, her move list actually looks really cool. I like like the smears that she has when she does like her kicks in the air and stuff like that, or like when she does like her fireballs. How when she kicks, it like creates a smear effect. I really like that. She seems really cool. She seems really well animated. Gato looks like he's going to be a beast. Like he looks like he's going to be another go-to anchor for a lot of people, because I've seen what he can do with meter, and when he hits, he really hits. So and I was watching a bit of the NLBC, the NLBC from yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday's NLBC that they did for KOF, and a lot of people were using Gato. So I think he's one of those characters that you're gonna start seeing more of him out of all the Team Garou characters. I think you're gonna see more of him in competitive play. The others, they might show up later, but for now, I think a lot of people are seeing that Gato has potential, so they're jumping on him. Overall, I mean, this seems like a winner for SNK. They've been doing great with the game. People have been praising the game, saying that it plays well, that people really like playing it, and it's one of those games that forces you to get better. It's like you can't rely on like a bunch of beginner-friendly mechanics to jump into it. You really have to sit down and learn the game, because outside of auto combos, that's all you can do. You just have to learn the mechanics, and you have to just sit with it. So I think that this is a good sign of things to come. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the DLC.